Hi Cancer, hi Leo. Welcome to your relationship reading and welcome to the Esoteric Empire. I'm so glad that you chose to watch this video. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what's going on for you guys. So Cancer, your situation or your stance in the relationship is wisdom. So Cancer, you could be the elder of the two of you, but you also could just be someone who has lived more of life and you have a better understanding or outlook of how life works. So I kind of feel like you're a bit of an optimist, because some people who are wise are not happy, but if you're wise, you know that you shouldn't really be sad about anything because life will always go on. I don't know who needed to hear that, but that's the message for that. And then let's see where Leo, where their stance is within this dynamic. Remember, this can be for friendships, lovers, business partners, etc. I kind of just go where the cards lead me, okay? So if it fits for you or if it sounds similar, make it fit for your situation, okay? All right, so Leo has quite a bit, a lot actually. So we have leaving or travel for Leo. So I feel like Leo has an issue with staying when the going gets tough, okay? So they have this fear of people leaving them, so they leave first. Okay, so if you've noticed that that's something that they do, that's most likely why. We have food and hunger, so they can be a bit stingy and have a bit of a crab and bucket mentality or just a poor mindset, okay? So that's something that they need to work on, basically saying you don't have to hold on to everything so tight, okay? Everything is not in shortage. There are abundant things out there, okay? That's the message I'm getting for this card. And then we also have Celtic. So I feel like they're really, really into nature, but they also have this way of staying stuck in their own fantasy. Or in other words, they could always be feeling like someone is doing them dirty or they're always right. And in reality, that's not the truth. So it just depends on what they're doing in the relationship. And then we have baby here. So again, like I was saying, I do believe that Cancer is the older person in the situation, regardless of age. I'm talking about experience, okay? So I feel like Leo is a little bit immature at times, but I also feel like they just need some nurturing. They just need someone to see them for who they are, so that they can quickly realize who they are as well, okay? So let's just go ahead and see what's going on with this situation. So how did you guys meet? Okay, so you guys met third eye chakra. Wow. Okay, so you guys could have met or manifested each other towards each other, or you guys could have met in a situation where like you guys could be related is what I'm feeling. You guys could be mother and daughter, son and father, sisters. You could have like a family karmic connection in this lifetime, okay? So that's pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more details on that. I also feel like for some of you may not be that close. Or some of you maybe not even in a relationship yet, but you guys know that there's a connection there, so you're trying to figure out what that's all about. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this connection is already like mapped out in the stars. Like it's already written that you guys are supposed to be around each other. So let's just see what this is talking about. So we have the Two of Swords in reverse here. So I feel like somebody doesn't think about the connection. It just flows. It just happens. Whether it's good or bad, you guys can't seem to get away from each other, or you guys can't logically make sense of why you guys are in each other's life. So again, you guys could be family, you guys could have some soul ties, or you could be, you know, kindred spirits that are just always bumping into each other. Okay, so we have the moon here. So I feel like Cancer, you play a big role in this situation, being that you are ruled by the moon. And then Leo, your opposite of that is you're ruled by the sun. So I feel like a lot of this situation, you guys probably met at nighttime. I feel like you guys met on a full moon, which is also indication of, you know, a manifestation or some sort of ritualistic type of meeting, being that it was meant to be. I also feel like you guys could have met in secret too. But I feel like that's only for a certain amount of people. I feel like Leo was young. They're still young, I feel, but they definitely were young when you guys met. And I feel as though Cancer went towards Leo. So there's some karmic backlash, I feel, that came once you guys met, or maybe Leo was just getting out of that. But I feel like Leo had a bad rep, or they had a bad case of prima donna syndrome, something like that. And so they racked up some bad karma, or they made some bad decisions, and that's when Cancer kind of stepped in. Okay. Leo could have also had like a really bad childhood, or just a very roller coaster like upbringing. Yeah, you guys met in secret. So I'm kind of feeling like you guys weren't supposed to be in touch with each other. Like maybe Cancer. Oh, this is kind of weird, but I feel like Leo may have been underage. I don't know, something weird like that. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Cancer was trying to resist, but they couldn't resist Leo. They felt like they didn't have a choice but to step into Leo's life. Maybe Leo was in a very bad situation and Cancer felt like they had to help out, right? Like they had to step in and save the day. Leo didn't want to really take action in this at first because I think they felt as though they were doing something mischievous. There could have been drinking involved, or maybe they had heard something about Cancer and they didn't want to, or maybe Cancer was already with someone, like they were already in a marriage or in a relationship. They knew they would have to compete. Either Cancer knew they were going to have to compete for Leo, or Leo knew that they were going to have to compete for Cancer's love. They already knew that. It was already written. But they didn't care. They were ambitious. So I feel like Leo also kind of wanted to do this too. Okay. Okay, so you guys could have met kind of like in an affair or something like that. You know, something where it's taboo or something of that nature. Yeah, and I think Leo also was a part of this because they were young. Like they were naive, or they just were making dumb decisions because they were younger. Okay. Queen of Cups, the World. I believe that Leo felt like they would be given the world, or they felt as though this is what love is. This is how people show love. This is the next step for me in order to be loved. I also feel like Leo could have gotten pregnant by Cancer or something along those lines. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. I feel like Leo wanted to get pregnant, or that was their plan, or they did end up getting pregnant by this person. You guys started a family. Or Leo could have gotten pregnant by this person so that they can have money or inheritances or child support. Okay. Okay, so Cancer, when you guys met, you have cruelty here. So I kind of feel like you were a bit manipulative mentally, or you used to say things to Leo to kind of make them mold to what you want. Okay, I kind of feel like there's some manipulative energy here with that. Yeah, like I think you used to talk really rough to them. And I don't know if Leo was used to that or they respond to that a certain way. But it seems like that's what helped them stay. And then we have the universe for Leo. I kind of feel like this is just all they knew. This is like what they were used to. And so they just went with it. And they also felt like Cancer could unlock certain things for them or give them the world. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see what's happening now for you guys. That's a really interesting connection. I think it's the first of that caliber that I've had for this type of reading. I kind of feel like Leo's the one watching this because they want to see like what happened. Why? Like I feel like they feel like this is a karmic situation, right? Okay, so what's happening now for Cancer and Leo? Where is this relationship at? Currently there's triumph. Okay, so right when I pulled this, I feel like somebody was able to escape this, or they were able to grow past all of these maybe mistakes or bad decisions that were made. Okay, so I definitely feel like somebody was able to elevate past that. Cancer is the mother of fire, so I still feel like they're sticking to their guns with the vision that they see. And I feel like the vision they have is for Leo. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I feel like they're kind of, they feel like they have authority, or they feel like they have a duty to try to guide Leo. Even if Leo doesn't believe in that vision, Cancer is like adamant on seeing that through. Okay, so this definitely could be a mom that feels like they know best. And then Leo was showing up as the Hierophant. So I feel like Leo has found their peace. I feel like for a long time, Leo had this very kind of scary upbringing, or just scary life, where they had a lot of demons, they had a lot of fears, they had a lot of doubts. Just made a lot of decisions that they probably regret, or they just, didn't realize they were making bad decisions at the time. And I feel like somehow they found their spirit, they found their heart, they found their joy. I think they found their peace. They found out how to create peace of mind for themselves. So I feel like Leo is the one who truly has won in the end. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of spiritual warfare within this situation. I also feel like Leo has made peace with all of the things that have happened within this dynamic. They just kind of want closure now, is what I feel. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Devil in reverse. So yeah, I feel like whoever has left the situation, which I feel like it's Leo, they dropped the chains. Like, they're not controlled anymore by this other person, by Cancer, I believe. So someone has lost power. Someone has lost power or control over the other person. I believe Cancer has lost that control over Leo. I also believe that the person who had power, I feel like they regret how they went about things. I think they feel like they could have done better. They could have been a better person to the other person that they were controlling or had power over. I also feel like whoever was controlling, I think they know that it's something within them that was causing them to be maybe manipulative to the person that was younger or more naive. And we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. So with this energy, I definitely feel like Leo, they no longer feel like they don't have what it takes. They know that they can do what they want to do in life. They know that they have the power to escape. They can survive. They've been through so much within this dynamic that it forced them to see their true power. Okay, so Leo had to kind of have that courageous moment and learn throughout life, how to grow into what a Leo is. Okay. Yeah. Cancer had a lot of control over Leo's mind. So it might not have been physical abuse, but it definitely was some verbal abuse or just mental abuse, as far as keeping them chained mentally. They controlled everything they did. They made them feel like they weren't capable of doing anything. The Star. They make them feel like I'm your world. I'm your wish. Your wish is granted. Anything you want, I can get it for you. So that Leo never really exercised getting it themselves. You understand what I'm saying? But I also feel like Cancer thought they were doing good by doing that. And see, that's where it starts to get kind of fuzzy, because both of you guys didn't realize how you guys were both playing a part in this at the time. Yeah, I feel like they regret. There's two things I'm feeling. I feel like Cancer regrets giving Leo this lifestyle because they ended up leaving it behind anyways. But I also feel like they regret giving them everything and not, allowing them to get things on their own. I think they feel like, dang, maybe I should have, been a little bit easier on this person. Eight of Wands. Yeah, I also feel like someone, I think maybe Leo, or I don't know, somebody had like this rude awakening, or they had a very quick notification that, hey, like, maybe this isn't the way you're supposed to be living, or it could have been a near-death experience as well. Yeah, it was Leo. So I feel like Leo got to the point where something happened in their life where they really saw the true meaning of what life is, and they wanted to start living it. And they realized, okay, I might have all this nice stuff, but this isn't living. I'm not living. Okay. And I think when they found that out, I think it almost disappointed them, because I think they truly trusted Cancer. I think they were really truthfully thought that Cancer had their best interest, but I think it was because Leo was naive. They were young and dumb. So now Leo knows that they don't have to be a secret, or their wishes, their dreams don't have to be secretive. They can go out and live them. They don't have to be in fear. I do think that they left secretly, or they may have left without telling them, so that they could become their best self, so they could live the life that they wanted to as the Empress. They also, some Leos could have left for a Libra as well, is what I'm saying. But I do feel like it's more so of the previous thing that I said. I feel like Leo left because they needed to find themselves. They left in a hurry. Yep, they packed their bags and left as quickly as they could. They may have gotten some help from an Aquarius, or maybe they were watching some sort of like videos or motivational something, but they definitely left without letting Cancer know. And they left. They transitioned onto a new situation. All right, so let's see what the future holds for you two. Future for Cancer and Leo. Heart chakra. So this was truly a karmic situation. This was something that was to teach, heal, and build the heart chakra for the both of you. I think that you are now more fortified, especially if you are the Leo. I feel like since heart chakra is very closely related to what the Leo zodiac is about, you learned how strong you are. You learned your own power. And then for Cancer, I feel like you learned what love is supposed to be instead of forcing it, okay? So there were lessons to be learned for the both of you, and I think it did take some time for both of you to get to that point where you can see what this was. Honestly speaking, I do feel like Cancer may not be at that point where they get it, but for some of the Cancers, I do think that they understand now. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the future energy is the Chariot in reverse. So you guys will not be around each other. You know, it's pretty plain and simple. So with the Three of Cups in reverse, I think that the fun is over. There could have been a lot of infidelity as well with this situation. And I feel like if there was infidelity, that person moved on to be with the person they were having an affair with. I feel like there will be a time where you guys have a true conversation about everything that went down for closure's sake. But I also feel like this transformed whoever was hurt the most. It transformed them to speak up to other people, to teach them about self-worth, or to teach them when you're in an abusive relationship or a manipulative relationship, or just to tell their story. Okay, so I think this opened doors in many different ways that I don't even think Cancer may understand, or whoever this person is. I don't think they understand how much this was just a huge chunk of their life. Okay, so Cancer is, in the future, shows up as death. So they could possibly pass away. But I also feel like this is just saying that it's over. There is no going back. There is no refreshing this, connection or anything like that. Especially if this is a family member for you. I definitely think this is a death. Being that this death will kind of lead you to understand the relationship and kind of give you closure, about why the relationship was so toxic, or, whatever it was, codependent. And then Leo, you're showing up in the future as comfort. So I think you're comfortable with what has went down with Cancer. We also have Cancer energy at the bottom of the card here. So I feel like you have forgiven everything that's happened with Cancer. And I feel like, again, this is a really big part of your life, and this person was very, important and monumental for you, no matter how toxic it was or not. This person taught you a lot about yourself without them even knowing it, okay? Leo's happy, with the way things are. They're very content with the way that their life is going so far. Okay, so it looks like someone may have moved on to a air sign. Maybe a Libra. I also feel like with this situation, whoever was in an affair, they played their cards right because they knew that that other person would take care of them or help them get out of that bad situation. I think Leo was bored, or they were tired. They were emotionally drained from Cancer. And so that's why they were like, okay, I have to figure out how to get out of this situation. And I think they went towards another person to get help. Could have been a friend as well. Yeah, it's a Libra. That's what I was saying. The Justice card has come out. So they went towards a Libra. They also could have went and with the law and maybe got the law involved so that they had more protection. Okay. So the Leo is the person that has transformed. And the Leo may also be the person that goes and tries to have closure with that other person, with the Cancer, in order to really have true closure for themselves. So after keeping all of this a secret or having this as like a tough moment that Leo never wanted to talk about, I think after a while they realized that they are the true winner, the true victor. And they learned what pride is all about and what power is about because of them leaving and for them having that boost of courage or that spark of courage to do what they had to do. And so I think that's what they are realizing with this situation. They realize that they have power and they're not weak, you know, that they rose from the ashes or something like that. So we have that King of Cups here. So I think they find peace by telling their story. They find peace with helping other people or just telling their story and, you know, getting it out there for those to hear how they got out of a really bad situation. I also think they may find peace talking to this Cancer as well and getting it off their chest about their experience within this relationship. The World, yeah, so they can move on. So they can move on, right, to their next chapter. So let's get some advice on what Cancer should do in the future and what Leo should do in the future, and then for the overall relationship. So Cancer, we have the Three of Swords. So, you know, you kind of have to take your losses and your disappointments where they are. I think you also need to confront your wrongdoings, okay? Not to say that you were only doing bad or Leo was innocent, but I do think you have to confront yourself and be fair. And deal with your karma, because I feel like that's going to take you a longer way than not confronting it. And then Leo, we have Two of Wands. So I feel like you need to live in your truth, and also realize that this is a really big moment for you. This is a very monumental moment. It's like you're walking through a new door. You've opened a new door for yourself. So be proud of that. The Starman. So everything has already happened and transpired. You've gained all the wisdom that you can from the situation. The only way to go up from here is, the only way to go from here is up. Basically meaning it's time for you to spread your wings, you know, and do what you feel is correct for the both of you, and find the power for yourself. So yeah, that is your reading. I hope that it cleared up some things. I hope it provided closure and healing for you. If you would like to have a private reading with me on anything else or this topic, you can email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more readings like this, or if you want to see astrology videos, spirituality, metaphysics, or more tarot readings like I said. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I really, really enjoyed this reading. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.